Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Market Check, brought to you by BB. You guys know the drill. There is no second best live YouTube stream to talk about markets, and what a day to talk about markets, guys. Happy Wednesday, but more importantly, I know we all missed all of our government data and events that we haven't had during the shutdown over the last few weeks. Who's excited for FOMC? I say that sarcastically, or somewhat sarcastically. Some of you might be really excited for it, but regardless, it should cause some nice volatility in the markets, and we're going to be happy to cover it for you guys here on Market Check today. But welcome. I'm Snorlax. You guys also know me as Tommy, joined by Tucker Max and, of course, Chef Jackus. Almost done with the first month of Q4. And like I said, we do have a very important event today that will likely impact markets. Maybe not today, but at least over the next few weeks, months, and most certainly over the next few years when we talk about the potential end of QT. Is that going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Are we going to get the rate cut? Well, that part does certainly seem like it will be happening today. But I guess the QT part is going to be up for debate. We're going to talk about it on today's show. But before we can do that, guys, before we can get too deep into the FOMC analysis, the broader market analysis, how everything kind of fits into the picture. I mean, NVIDIA is ripping after all. Crypto's a little bit flat, but I mean, it's flat. There's been a lot of volatility that could shift by the end of my intro, quite frankly. Before we can get started, I'm going to ask if you guys can hit that like button for us. Let's not look at any soybeans during today's show. Unless that's what you guys want, then of course, it's up to you, I guess. But let's run up the like button, show your appreciation for the stream. And yeah, we'll do our best to, follow that up, offer up in kind with our best cook sesh that we can provide you. But enough yet. Let's talk about the market. I mentioned that crypto is basically flat. I'm just looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. I guess they're a little bit red, but like I said, that could change over the course of this show when we have as much realized volatility still present in the market as we've seen with majors. Solana is green. We'll probably talk about that as well. I know they've had some ETFs go live this week. Maybe some other catalysts that I'm not quite picking up on. Obviously, you've got Monad activities going on in the background. When are they going to be TGEing? Is Hyperliquid going to be doing another airdrop, right? And we can see that optimism kind of reflected in the strength over Hyperliquid pricing over the last few days as well. I also saw that we're filing for a Hyperliquid ETF, I think. So I think that was pretty notable as well. Hyperliquid, I will say, has a tendency to kind of front run these announcements. It's we won't get too deep into how that could happen, but it does happen, right? It does happen. And meanwhile, in equities, I mean, NVIDIA just absolutely stealing the show today, right? Up 4%. I think at one point it was up like 5.5% on this daily candle, really leading indices higher. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the story over in equities, right? Like indices are flat. I saw yesterday that like 80% of stocks were red, but the S&P was green. So we're kind of back in like it's Mag 7's world, and we're all just living in it, right? But yeah, I mean, those are my thoughts, guys. Let's get into the discussion. Let's get into what we think about FOMC, the broader market, Trump coin being up more than any other coin in the market. Sorry, I had to shoehorn that one in before I passed the mic off. But how are we doing, guys? Happy Wednesday. What are we seeing in the markets?
Who wants to go?
I think you want to go.
All right, I can go.
I want to know who wrote these.
What?
When was that?
When what? I remember that. When was that?
Biggest sacrifice I've ever seen, but they won't sacrifice me.
There's a lot of good ones.
That one's definitely an older banner.
Yeah.
Do we have the Matic is going to 0-1 still?
No, it's not there. Matic is going to.
Because that one ended up being like pretty accurate.
We have these two. Patriots are in control, but Patriots lost control.
That's where we are right now, Jack. That's a great transition right there.
Breaking news. It is not a good morning.
Yeah, it's not a good morning.
Wait,
Sounds like a Max would
How
write
do you
this.
guys think Matic wicked last weekend?
What's the ticker again, Tommy?
A poll. Sorry to start off the show on a completely random tangent. It's a serious day, but I'm kind of curious.
My God, 11 cents.
Nothing ever happens.
11 cents, yeah.
There
But
must
yeah,
be an old chart when you type Matic USD.
like at full time,
I think so. You do.
you think? It didn't wick as low, but does it have the? Yeah, it does. Yeah, you're right. Goodness gracious. Anyways, yeah, kind of a big day, I guess. I mean, our fate will be decided in a few hours by an old man. Yet again. No, that's great. I think. I don't know.
Bitcoin fixes this.
Yeah, Bitcoin fixes this. Just nuking. No, I was just saying, or Jackson and I were just saying before the show, like these are the only two lines, in my opinion, that really matter short term. You know, like holding above 110 or being below 115. Like I think in here you're gonna get a lot of Darth Maul, you're gonna get a lot of garbage, you're gonna get leverage traders chopped to death. But I personally will not be fading a move above here or a move below here, right? Either way. So I mean, just a break from value, basically. So if I like put this on, this is where I get the 110 level from. This is basically all our volume support from now back until July. So it's a big level. It's a big level. It was a big reclaim. First of all, I got to give props. It was a big reclaim, but I think holding above it's going to be fairly important here today. I mean, we're getting a rate cut. Like, there's no way around that. We're absolutely getting a rate cut. The only thing, I think it's a little nuanced. It's like, yeah, the actual cut, I think, is priced in. Obviously, like the liquidity mechanics behind that are not. Obviously, the I don't know, the flows that come out of a rate cut are not priced in. But the real big deal is, are we going to end QT, right? Because I think if they do end QT today and they say it pretty explicitly and they're dovish, then we're going to pump. And all your lines don't matter, basically, if that happens. But if not, I honestly, I think if not, and I think if they just do a rate cut, don't end QT, and are just kind of like wishy-washy, and they're like, oh, the government shut down, we don't have data, blah, blah, blah. I think it's probably a disappointment, and it probably sells off a little bit. But yeah, I think you need some dovish and some like ending of QT to like really pump. I don't think a cut alone is enough to pump it, given that it's been priced in for a month. So that's where I'm at with Bitcoin. But
I like that talk. And I like these two lines, as I said before the show. I like how clean it is. When you, maybe even if you were to change the chart type to just line, perhaps, thinking now, you would sort of see an inverted head and shoulders forming right over here. Like it's more like, I see it obviously on the candlestick chart.
yeah,
But speaking to an audience, I like this, and yeah, and so we are retesting the Sunday up candle. We are filling the CME gap, and we are doing that right into FOMC. I like that. I like the support retest. Obviously, I would like way more if we finally left this range, of course, but I see what is forming here, and I am ready for the future. What it's going to happen.
I mean, how do you feel about ETH here, though, Jack? Because I feel like ETH is a lot more concerning, honestly.
Well, I feel that ETH has been running ever since April lows, right? And it's been just going up and up and up and up. And it took all that time to flip all the bears, right? Because it was ogre before. And so we've been just going sort of, we've been pulling back from mid-August, or late August, but we haven't really moved down much. I like this. It's a very coordinated mid-time frame pulse before higher up, and by its essence, it really reminds me Bitcoin post-COVID when it ran to 10K and then sort of paused. I feel this is entirely same sort of like a feeling behind it.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't.
I would, by the way, share charts, right? But unfortunately, people just want to see soybeans, so it is what it is.
Is it bad, Jack? Is it bad?
I don't even check these days anymore. It's always bad.
Just assume it's
He's
bad.
too afraid to check. That's the thing. I don't blame him, but
Oh, no, I checked. It's not good. It's not good. I brought us up to 54, by the way.
Tucker, thank you. Such a gentleman. I mean, what do we make of equities like literally just gig ascending, right? Just so much strength. Literally could not be looking better. Is it foretelling for crypto? Or is our asset class just like literally not going to get off the floor and we're just cooked and,
Well, do you guys think the breadth argument is cope from bears?
the what?
You know? Breadth.
Bread. I had bread this morning, yes.
I don't even know what you're saying. What argument?
2 biscuits.
Bread.
Actually.
Say
Bread?
it, Tommy.
I had Chick-fil-A biscuits. Oh, you meant bread. Bread. The word I hate to say.
Yeah.
Are you saying bread
true.
like the coin? Like
breadth?
oh, breadth.
Breadth.
Dude, I was like, we're talking about equities. Why are you talking about a meme coin right now? What did I miss? Am I lagging? Okay. That
Do you
makes
think
more sense.
the Brett token in equities is cope, Max?
No. Is this cope? Like is the
I was
saying
just like, Tucker's just taking shots at Brett for no reason. I'm like I asked
Maybe
him about equities and he's like, dude, you're coping over your shit coin. But no,
maybe he's just chilling a new meme coin.
breadth? No. Okay, so here's the cope, right? Is that the S&P did this while 80% of the companies in the S&P did this the other day, or have been doing that, and this is all NVIDIA and whatever. This is all Mag 7, and like the would-be cope from bears is that like we made an all-time high on the worst market breadth possible. And then it's fake, and then NVIDIA, whatever, all that. Is that cope? Like,
I mean, I think it is cope, but it also is just like, all right, well, I still think one of crypto or equities is probably telling the truth and the other one is lying, right?
yeah.
Either equities, which have kind of just like this naturally easier way for liquidity to hit these Mag 7 stocks, is telling us that liquidity will eventually find its way down the risk curve into crypto, or crypto, which is the more liquidity sensitive asset class, is telling us that we're going up in equities, but the foundation kind of below us is becoming a little bit shaky. So I don't know. I think it's not really something that we can answer with any degree of certainty, but I do feel pretty confident saying like, all right, one of these two is definitely lying. Like crypto weakness is a lie, or equity strength is a lie. I don't think that you're going to see just like this divergence widen for months on end, because usually that's not what happens. Usually crypto will range and then mark up impulsively to match the move on equities, or crypto will top before equity markets and equities will catch up.
This
At
is
least
sort
that's
of
what we've seen over the last few years.
How did you get
this
that
is sort of
picture on
East
the
chart,
screen?
isn't it?
Huh?
This is sort of East chart, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean,
East chart.
So Tucker, let's talk about okay, so that is annoying, first of all. That
Yeah.
divergence. But
Yeah.
do this, okay? Do this. This kind of goes to your argument, or the bear argument earlier, right? So just make your chart normal again up top. Like just put candles on there. And then get rid of the Bitcoin chart down below. Type in OEX. So this is going to be the S&P 100, right? So it's just like, it's not as diverse of a basket. This is going to be your, highly concentrated. Oh, I would put it like actually up top, right?
Okay. Move to existing. Let's make it an alarm.
Well,
what do you want to do?
Well, maybe so I actually
get rid of the S&P.
Just here, follow me on this. So literally type in OEX, put it on your main chart. All right. And then add below. Type in SP600. And then now drag it up, right? Now drag it up to the same pane.
Like
so it's like on the same chart.
Yeah.
Move to existing pane above.
Is this the maximum pane?
And then merge. Do me a favor. Merge it into one. So right click on one of your, merge into one on the right, and then make it percentage. And then go back to the scale and then make it percentage. So you might need to change the colors just so.
You want lines? Can we make them lines or not?
Yeah, whatever you want. Either line or just change the colors or something. But basically what we're looking at here is the S&P 100. So like highly concentrated in like the top 100 names versus the S&P 600, which is going to include a lot of like smaller stocks, not going to be so heavily concentrated in like the Mag 7. And you can see the difference in performance when you look at it this way, right? So when Tucker was saying like there's a handful of stocks that have literally been carrying the US economy, that's overwhelmingly clear when you look at this. Like if you haven't been like highly concentrated in the Mag 7 or even just like the biggest companies, you haven't really been in a raging bull market, Like there's been upside, but you haven't seen the floodgates open unless you've been highly concentrated in like, again, just the top names. This isn't, people in equities are dealing with the same thing we're dealing with in crypto, where it's like only a few things will pump. They aren't forced to rotate as much because it's just been like the same 24 names that have been leading. But this hasn't been a market, even in TradFi, where like everything's been pumping together.
Well, for us, it's pretty much been like you need to be in majors or like be a ticker picker, right? Like you need to like be able to find whatever shitcoin. But like for equities, you could just be like in the top 10, top 50, and you're just bringing off, So
yeah,
it is the same thing. Like if we put, it's actually way worse in crypto. Like if you put Bitcoin on there and then you put others on there, like it's worse than this chart. But like,
yeah,
it's the same thing. It's like, but what is that? What question does that beg though? Like, is there not enough money to like pump everything? Like, why is this?
Well, if you really think about like, here's how I view it. We've been in an economy for so long that is so reliant on debt to purchase assets, to live our lives, everything. There's only really a very select group of assets out there that are not as interest rate sensitive or not that interest rate sensitive. And it's the companies that are, it's companies that are more or less like necessities, commodities, like it's Nvidia, it's the Apples of the world, it's maybe some utility companies, right? Where like people still need water, like they still need electricity. They are never going to go without their iPhone because it's literally everything now. We need chips to run the world. So it's like there's a very small group of companies that I think we could categorize as like truly a necessity, right? Like not going anywhere no matter what, simply too big and too important to fail. And I think you could maybe at this point throw something like a Bitcoin into that, where it's like, if it's not like a company, it's not producing something, people could live without it. But there is all this speculation around like, hey, our dollar is rapidly losing value, or just general fiat debasement, where to some people it's not optional. Like, I need to have that hedge, right? I simply need it. But people can live without shit coins right now. So if there's not access to cheap capital, which there hasn't been for years, then you're not going to see these names that are not necessities and commodities that people cannot live without, and the world will cease to function without them. You're not going to see them catch a sustained risk on rally. So it's like, that's kind of what's going on here, is like, people view Bitcoin as an absolute necessity now because of the dollar's shit structure. People view Nvidia, Apple, Mag 7 companies, some utility companies as completely irreplaceable. Like, they have their place in day to day. They're not going anywhere. But since we've been in an economy that's been so fueled by cheap access to credit for years, and we've been constricted and restrained without that access for like 3 or 4 years now, it's just one of those things where like, you're not going to see people really move down the risk curve because they don't have access to that cheap capital. Like, how much of every like manic bull market is fueled by like equity versus debt? So much of it is fueled by people extending margin, right? Taking on more risk. I'm up 50% year to date. Look at my line of credit that I can borrow against my equity portfolio at 3%. Let me go buy some real estate. Let me buy more shares of Apple. Let me buy the top of Nvidia. Like, that's what it's fueled by. Let me go buy some shit coins.
Oh, I
Like,
just
that's
bought
what
a
it's
house
fueled
in
by. It's not fueled by
Colorado.
people like taking half their paycheck to buy shit coins. It's
Hmm.
fueled by cheap access to lines of credit against assets, or banks extending like these, 9 to 12 month loans at 11% rather than 30%, right? That's what
Yeah,
it's fueled by. And we haven't had access to that in a long time.
I think lots of people are probably not appreciating what Max just said. Like, that's a heavy thesis that I very much agree with, and it's a powerful message that you guys should really listen to.
Thank you, Chef. It is what it is. But the good news, guys, is that we are probably going to get a cut today. And we're probably going to get more cuts shortly after that. And then early next year. And then Powell's going to get jeeted from office in May. And he's going to get replaced by Scott Bessent. And Scott Bessent is going to work with Trump closely. And we're going to see the blow off top of blow off tops. And then it's going to cause the greatest recession ever for the next president to inherit, because we're going to see the same cycle of high inflation. And then they're going to have to jack up interest rates again. It's going to be the exact same thing we just saw a few years ago. But we're all going to get rich in the meantime when they start cutting rates. So I think there's a silver lining to this, where like, if you can just continue to take this beating and wait for cheap credit to come about, I think if you can just last longer and survive this little period of time until credit becomes very easily accessible and cheap again, you're going to be good. Because here's the thing too, is like, there's also a lot of people like myself that are looking to refinance homes and like pull out some of their equity, but they can't do it right now. You know how much money is sitting in properties? Like, paper money is sitting in properties because home prices have done nothing but go up, at least in like solid areas, over the past 3 years, despite mortgage rates being up 3-4x what they were sometimes. You know how much money is sitting in those properties that have appraised at significantly higher values than 2020 or 2021, but people can't access that equity because it's stuck in their home and they can't take out a mortgage at 8% or they don't want to. As soon as people can pull out money against their homes via HELOC or refinancing, guess what they're going to do with that money? They're not going to do home improvement projects. Spoiler alert, they're going to buy assets. They're going to go buy stocks. They're going to go buy crypto. That's what they do. That's what they do. There is so much money sitting in real estate right now that has appraised at higher values that is just waiting to be borrowed. But nobody wants to borrow right now. But they're probably going to later this year, early next year. Things are trending in the right direction. So, anyways, I really think we're fine. Like, it's just taking a long time, but like, you can kind of see the writing on the wall here, you know?
I was thinking of the movie Margin Call when he said the numbers don't make sense anymore. But yeah, it's kind of true. By the way, Micro Sailor, I like your comments. They are very cheesy, but unless you are trolling here, this is like factually wrong.
You got to understand what the rate cut means, right? There's a difference between rate cuts and like emergency rate cuts, right? So people will just kind of they'll blanket the rate cuts and just go like, oh, look, if you overlay the effective federal funds rate over the stock market, like look at how it correlates. But you need to understand like why they're cutting, right? If the economy is strong and the labor market is strong and companies are having solid earnings and we're getting very small rate cuts like we are right now, like 25 25 basis point cuts. And I know there's been some headlines about layoffs, but these are not material layoffs. Like I know the sticker shock of like 30,000 people got laid off, and it's like that's a company that employs like 500,000 people or something. It's not like some crazy number. It's all percentage based. It's not just that the rate cut is bearish. Like cheaper money is always bullish, but if they are panic cutting rates because like there's water leaking in the basement, that's bearish, right? So I would ask you, if rate cuts are bearish, where's the water leaking in the basement right now? I'm not saying that there isn't water leaking in the basement. I don't see it, but where's the water leaking? Where's the water coming in from?
Tommy,
What?
where's the water coming from?
Oh, I wasn't asking Tommy that. I mean, he can answer it, but it's more like a general, like, all right, so like why is this cut today? Why is this a bearish cut? Why is this an emergency cut where there's water coming into the house, and we have to cut? Like, what's bearish,
I mean, it's the same shit, just 2 centuries older. People, let me tell you this, people will keep getting replaced by something in the future again. Like 90% of the people of the population used to work on a field mining food, right? Guess how much percentage it is today? It's less than 3%, and it keeps shrinking. The fact that some jobs are getting replaced by AI, yes, they are, and new ones are rising. So it's just going to change as it happened every time in the history. Like you do not know what the new jobs will be. It can be just like, maybe mental psychiatrist, because, AI stole your job, so you'll need a psychiatrist. But people will keep on exchanging some type of value. They will keep on exchanging stuff that's, currently demanded. And something that used to be demanded in the past might not be anymore. And same thing goes with jobs. So yes, AI is replacing people, but once again, new jobs are being created. And that can even mean, some people talking on the internet.
Web3 psychiatrist.
You don't even need to call it a job, right? Because I think like people And I think someone said this well. It will shift from need to work to want to work, in which sense the job will no longer have a negative connotation, but you'll be able to do the job that you enjoy.
Or it's UBI, Jackus.
Study plumbing.
Could be
Study socialism.
could be a similar thing, right? Like you might get some type of minimal salary for jobs that are still needed, but nobody wants them really to do, and you do not need much qualification. And that can be a thing. Maybe some partial UBI. You'll see. We will see. But what the governments will introduce. But the rest of people will still have a need to do something. Whether that's just like paint a fucking picture, and someone will want to be buying it because, hey, I do not know what to do, and value is subjective. So someone will draw a very weird painting, and someone will find that very weird painting to be like very
Profound
nice,
and beautiful.
and will want to have it on their wall, right? Like just look at Marx and the painting behind him. Right?
Hey,
There are people who will be like, "What the fuck is behind him on that wall?" And then there will be some people who will be like, "That's such an amazing picture. I want it too." Right? So, and that will also, change in time based on what something is doing or not. But I'm just saying, I don't think you need to be worried about jobs.
I think a form of UBI is pretty much inevitable at this
This
rate.
is true though, Tommy. This is how it'll go. It'll be you have to opt in. They need consent to do things like that.
Maybe I still think we're getting UBI over the next probably decade.
No, I agree, but you're gonna have to opt in, and they're gonna make it so bad for people that they will basically have to.
Well, I mean, what is it, like 10% of the country is already on SNAP technically, so really that big of a difference from
Yeah.
we won't get into it, but
It will be gradual, but like even in the past, you had people lining up in very long queues, waiting for a food, right? Like the modern UBI will be probably slightly different, but really not that different. And it's
you
not
know where
going to
those
be like,
UBI stimmies are gonna go, Jackus?
it's possible. Some governments will try it, some will not. You'll see.
Meme coin
We'll
super
see.
cycle. The UBI will create the real meme coin super cycle. I'm not joking. I'm being completely serious. The real meme coin super cycle will be because of UBI.
I mean, I cannot wait for the hypothetical future discussion of like government be like, we handed these people like the socialist type of thinking. We handed all of these people the free money, right? What they call money, which is credit anyway. But we handed all of these people the money to buy stuff so they don't have to like live poor again. And you know what they did? They just poured it all into meme coins, thinking they'll get rich quick. Fuck them.
It's like the opening scene in Squid Games. He gives them the option of having, what is it like? Oh God, what you guys have seen it, right? The new Squid Games.
I haven't.
no.
He's like, he gives them the opportunity to have food or to have a lottery ticket, and like they all pick the lottery ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
One of
exactly. Exactly. And
And then
there's
he
been
eats in front of them. He eats the burger in front of them.
a
Yeah, no, I don't think they're gonna let you gamble with UBI.
wait. That by the way, I think that is going to happen, right? Like what did people do with government checks in COVID, right? So that experiment has already been tested. But there's been an experiment too where you come to a doctor as a kid and you either can get a candy now or if you're going to wait another 10 or 20 minutes, you'll get 2 candies.
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah.
Most kids will choose that one candy and go immediately.
It's the marshmallow test.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's a book.
So I think this is very representative of things as well.
Yeah, just can you delay instant gratification for long-term gratification?
Yeah.
But I don't think that we can do UBI right now because, quite frankly, I don't really think it's in our budget. We're going to have to move a lot more wealth onto the blockchain first before we can do that. So I think we're definitely not close to that, but I do believe that will happen probably within the next like 10 to 20 years. So worth keeping in mind.
Hypothetically speaking, let's say that AI gets so like let's say these wild dreams of people that AI will steal all jobs and you will not have a job and become poor. Well, you'll get an UBI and then vote with your money what products or like tools by the AI you want to use anyway. Let's say the companies will get so efficient that the human work will no longer be needed. You'll get, but they will still need someone to spend the money on the products, right? You'll get an UBI and then just vote with your wallet with what you want to buy. But I don't think it's going to be this way. People always. I think it wasn't it in Big Short, like one of those lines where like people are always looking for the end of the world or like end of things.
Yeah. No, that is the opening line, I think, in The Big Short, right?
Yes, but what always happens is that we find our way of it and end up better than we were in the past. And the long-term trajectory is definitely up for the people. That's just the facts, that's just the trend. But just like people have a tendency to keep calling a cycle top, right? They keep waiting for the end of the world. And there's always correction, and they're like, see, I told you, the end of the world is coming. We are going to zero. But then the market turns around.
Humanity perseveres. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. Mm-hmm. So I don't comments. No, I almost feel like, and I hate to say this, I really do, because like I don't really think you can roll out UBI until you have like a more standardized digital dollar. So hopefully that's not imminent. I think when that is happening, though, I mean, we're having much different conversations about like buoying financial markets. At that point, it's like you're probably seeing something like Monero just start ripping, fundamentally ripping, not just like a speculative rip, which I've always thought is going to happen eventually. Like Monero is kind of the perfect hedge on some of these things occurring over the next like 10 to 20 years. Again, I know there are other privacy coins that are performing, but there are some things about those coins that I don't like. So. What do you guys
really bullish right now? This is great.
The only major that's green.
Sol.
Is Solana.
Andy up 4% today.
What is? What is?
Andy Bobandy.
Oh yeah.
Link is also green.
Link is also green.
Have you guys been trading Trump coin this week? Max, I saw you posted about it.
I'm not trading it, but I'm watching it. Like either there's literally one of two options here. Either one, Trump pardons CZ and they had a handshake deal that he would crime Trump higher for, for him, right? Or Trump is leading the recovery off of the October 10th massacre. There's literally only two possibilities. Either CZ has a deal with Trump, and that's clearly what's going on here, or this is what a lot of charts are going to look like. So I'm not trading it, but that's my assessment of what's going on here. Do you think there's a third option, or those are the two?
I don't know. I just hate this coin. I hit 2 like really nice trades on it and then like chop myself up trying to trade it for months after that. So I just hate this coin.
That's fair.
I think it doesn't, it could be that we're about to get like a positive headline. I talked about this in the Discord on Monday. And I was like, oh, maybe I want to gamble on some super short dated calls in case this is leading the rest of the crypto market. And then I realized, because I forgot, the Trump unlocks are probably like the most brutal in all of crypto. They are daily unlocks until 2028. I didn't realize that. I just completely forgotten about it since like March or April when they started. But yeah, Trump coin has daily unlocks. So if the coin is pumping, it could in theory just be CZ being like, all right, well, pad your pockets. Thanks for the pardon.
I think there's probably a decent chance of both being true, if
Yeah.
I'm being honest. I think there's a decent chance that CZ's showing a little bit of love to a man that did something really really helpful for him. And I also think there's a chance that this is foretelling for the rest of the market. And it better be true that coins start looking like this, because if not, I'm going to be the guy on the left in the upper right corner.
Give me harder battles.
What the fuck? Give me harder battles. Dude, I'm done with hard battles now. I feel like I'm kind of ready for not hard battles, if I'm being honest. Like, just getting really sick of just getting sick of the hard battle. I feel like it's been just nothing but hard battles. There you go. Moving your value area because you didn't like how it showed up the first time. I respect that. I do.
Well, you've seen that
More support.
that quote where it's like, ask God not for lighter burdens, but for broader shoulders. And I'm like, man, I'm feeling like a pack mule these days.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very real.
Let's see. Interesting. I don't know. He just looks terrible, dude. I can't get over it.
Yeah, but what if we close the day above 4K? Then how do we look?
I feel like you gotta get above like 4,200 again, and then it's fine.
Listen, guys, it is again and again and again and again and again. Each FOMC day or week, any price action leading to it is a scam, and you simply don't care. Always open up the chart after FOMC and don't do anything until FOMC. It's always like that.
Actually,
every single month in the past, how many years?
Forever. But Jack, as things look terrible, can you tell me I'm going to be okay?
On the 1 minute chart, I know.
Yeah, they've never, and I look at the 1 minute chart all day long. I've never seen it look worse than this. This is the worst in the history of time itself, and crypto itself is the worst it's ever looked.
What did you say, Tom?
Actually, I am going to be watching Jerome Powell, and I am going to be expecting him to say something different today. No, I'm joking. I hate say anything. I'm gonna tune in. I'm gonna be like, this is boring as shit. What did I really expect? And yeah, we're just gonna have to see what the market does as a reaction, right?
Are you still tuning in?
I don't even know if I'm gonna tune in, but the fact that I'm in means I probably should.
Isn't it better to just say, AI, write me a sum up of what J. Paul said? Oh, so nothing burger, I see. But hey, market went down leading to it and then higher after it.
Did you say nothing burger? Because somebody told me I'm apparently into turkey burgers.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, I
What?
did see those accusations, Tommy. Are those true at all? Like, would you be honest if it was?
I don't think I've ever had a turkey burger even once in my life.
You've never tasted a turkey burger?
I mean, I've eaten turkey. I love turkey, but a turkey burger, I'm a red-blooded American, brother. I would
You
never
shop
have,
at Costco, right?
but Angus.
You study Red 40, correct?
I don't even know what that is.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I know you guys have told me what it is before. I just literally cannot remember for the life of me.
So listen, here's the thing, Tommy. Like, on one hand, I respect that. Like, you want a beef burger. You're American,
Yeah.
I get it. Like, you're a man. You're married, you know, like you have a duty to be a man. Okay. Part of that duty is eating things like beef burgers. Okay. Like, I fully get it. I have a son, you know, like I wouldn't be caught dead eating a turkey burger in front of my son. What would he think of me? But also as an adult, I have tasted a turkey burger before. You know, in the privacy of my own home with no one around, just me, I've tasted a turkey burger. I'm almost concerned that you don't know what a turkey burger tastes like. I'm not saying you have to like it, but the fact that you haven't tried it kind of leads me to believe that you were the kind of kid to pull the crust off of his toast when he was younger.
Whoa. You
I'm just
mistake
saying,
me for a scoundrel.
Picky eater McGee.
I'm not a picky eater. I just love my cheeseburgers. I might have had a turkey burger once, but it clearly wasn't memorable enough for me to be able to tell you when that was.
Hey, listen to me. You ever call me a vegan again, we're gonna have a problem. I am not a vegan. Okay. I'm not a vegan. And you know what? I'm so much not a vegan that I was the one that caused the Beyond Meat squeeze. That's how many shares of Beyond I bought because, well, I guess that doesn't make sense. Okay, maybe I'm just not a vegan.
What is Beyond Stock doing? Beyond Meat. God. I will say Impossible Meat. That is I will definitely try to avoid that if I can.
Have you ever had a Beyond Burger?
Yeah, you had one, Max, at when you guys came into Denver. The slider that you ate was an Impossible Meat. Do you remember when we went to that appetizer place or whatever?
Tommy, you drugged us?
I didn't drug you, but the meat, like it was an Impossible Meat slider.
Tucker, what is this true?
I don't know.
I didn't eat that.
Denver bros.
Dude, I just got a slider.
The
How much
slider,
did you know it was poisoned by a bunch of hippies? What?
yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
You know the ones that came with the sweet potato waffle fries that were so good with the honey on top? The burgers that came with that. They're tiny. Those were Impossible Meat.
Ugh.
I look like McTominay.
Left the room.
I'd never live at Naples.
So it turns out when you're in Denver, you need to be careful that they're not just being creative with their menu.
It was on the menu.
I would never, as a man, in good faith, order fake meat if I knew it was fake meat. Furthermore, I would go out of my way to avoid such an abomination. This is the worst thing that has ever happened to me.
This is worse than the market.
This is worse than the market, which is the worst thing ever.
This is worse than the mega quake.
Tommy, why did we talk about it? Did we discuss that before ordering?
No.
Because I'm pretty sure Tucker would have. I'm pretty sure Tucker would have lost it. You know, and he wouldn't have. That's what's throwing me off. Is there's no way that Tucker, of all people,
He just
would've been
told us
like, "Oh, that's great. Let's do it." You know, he would have put a stop to it.
for sure.
This is true.
So I feel like I've been deceived, hoodwinked, bamboozled,
There
led
it
astray. This would have never happened if I had known it was fake meat. I think what must have happened is we were just like, oh, sliders, and they're just calling them like something funny on their menu.
Yeah.
Nope, they were sliders, but the meat
Tommy
wasn't
did
possible.
the whole time. For sure.
All right, I'm really upset right now. Like I don't even know
Do
what
you
to
know
do
you
right
can
now.
actually do this, by the way? You can actually eat horse in like Italy.
Did you do that, Tommy?
I did not do that, but I was told that it tastes pretty good.
I would rather eat a horse burger than a Beyond Meat burger for sure.
Sure. Wait, people actually think you're a vegan now, Max.
Dude, I'm not a vegan. I promise I'm not a vegan.
You can't be a vegan before we have our steak dinner.
Yeah, wait, who won?
Tommy won, dude. Look at the EBTC chart. You know Tommy won.
Not
I mean-
even the bet, bro.
What's that?
What was the bet?
It had to get to 0.06 by end of Q3.
Oh. Yeah,
Wait, was
Tommy-
it 0.06 or 0.0? Yeah, I think it was 0.06.
Yeah, it was like up here.
So we were tracking for a bit, but we just couldn't get it done.
September happened.
Yeah, September happened. So I owe Tommy a steak dinner.
Yeah.
They do
I
it.
don't disagree with you, Dorito. I'm just saying, like, if you had the option, if you're at like a good restaurant and they're like, oh, you can have a slider, do you want like this like horse slider or like this vegan slop? Like, which one would you pick? I think you have to take a chance on the horse burger. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm not saying that I would go out of my way to order it or seek that out. I'm simply saying if you put both in front of me, I'm probably going to pick the horse burger rather than the vegan slop.
Stop it. This is insane.
Dude, it's FOMC day. What else is there to talk about? You know,
Don't slander Diet Coke. Don't slander Diet Coke.
No, this is what Chimp Phone orders on a daily basis, right?
Oh, God. Beans and toast.
Yeah.
I'll go with vegan swap.
okay, so I'm going to run a poll right now in the chat. Start a poll.
You do that?
Uh-huh.
Horse sashimi in Japan. I don't know why that doesn't surprise me.
Okay. I'm running the poll right now. Everyone, please go and answer it. The poll is live.
I don't see it. Wait, are we going to see it?
It won't show up on StreamYard. I don't think you'd have to actually go to YouTube and see it. All right, we got votes coming in. Everyone vote. It's anonymous, so you don't have to worry.
We're farming your data for Bill Gates.
I was away for a second. What poll are we doing?
Horse burger versus vegan slop.
Oh, I see. I missed a lot.
Jack is like the meme of walking back and the apartment's on fire.
Yeah, basically. What happened here?
Everyone vote. Do not be influenced by the comments. It's anonymous. You can vote anonymously and peacefully.
Horse burger or Beyond Meat burger.
Let's see. Let's see how the poll ends up.
I hate that Horseburger is winning.
Horseburger is winning substantially.
I'm telling you, I'm not in the minority here, man. We have a bunch of just absolute giga chads, a very masculine, logical crowd. Dude, imagine what would happen just one bite of a Beyond Meat burger. I mean, like, you basically just like, I mean, you basically castrate yourself by eating that thing, man. I mean, it's just, no. Dude, imagine how many like grams of protein you could get in a horse burger, you know?
Probably
Someone look that up. Like,
yeah, I'm looking it up.
6 to 8 ounce horse patty. How many grams of protein would
Have
be
you
in?
guys seen Land of the Lost with Will Ferrell?
Yeah, of course.
Do you remember the scene where he's talking about like cooking Chaka?
Yes. So funny.
Dude, an 8 ounce horse burger is 227 grams of 60 grams of protein.
Oh my god,
incredible. Dude.
60
it's
grams.
like the most efficient protein.
I'm telling you right now, if
protein
we
ever.
made horse burgers and sold them and marketed it towards gym bros with 60 grams of protein per patty, do you even understand? We'd be billionaires within a week. What's a conventional beef patty of the same size?
Probably can't sell it in America, but apparently we could in Italy.
$45 to $48.
Okay, so what we're learning here is not only would a horse patty be preferred, and the official poll is now 60% of our audience would prefer the horse burger. How we're not just learning that it'd be their preference, it would also be more nutritious than a conventional burger, and certainly more nutritious.
I think you're gonna
than
have
a Beyond Slop.
You're gonna have issues with PETA, Max.
PETA?
Yeah, PETA.
Oh no!
Instead of Beyond Meat, it will be Because Meat.
Oh.
Bug burgers have 80 grams of protein. I'm not eating the bugs.
Because burgers.
Do we replace the?
Now we're eating them diabolical.
Well, I mean, look, study the story of pigeons in American society. We use them for they were kind of like man's best friend back in like 1700s, 1800s. We'd use them to send messages. Like messenger pigeons that's not just a meme. And now that we don't use them, they like evolved to suit our needs, but now they don't have any purpose because we basically cast them aside. So it's actually
you're telling me that pigeons are just this like sad, abandoned like genre of bird.
Yes.
That just like wanders the streets aimlessly, being like, why do they hate us now?
Actually,
that what's happening?
So Doritos. So I just looked it up. Bison burgers are 5 to 10% less protein than horse. So
Dorito, you will come around in time. Just let it marinate, no pun intended, and just really think about it. Like,
well, some people would tell you that pigeons are Russian agents with cameras. Right?
I'm officially retiring from crypto to make my new business because horse burgers. I expect all of you will be my customer. Okay. It's been a pleasure serving you loyally for the past few years here on this channel. Today is my last stream as I start my new venture, Because Horse Meat.
I think I might know somebody who can help us find some horses.
The bad news is I'm going to have to full stack Jeet every shitcoin I own, so it may negatively impact you guys. But you understand. I mean, it's for a good cause. It's for the horse meat. So
it's for the horse meat.
You know what's funny is the title of today's stream is FOMC Day, Market Awaits Its Fate. And we've spent 80% of the stream talking about everything but markets.
I mean, there's just nothing to talk about unless we ran the stream at like 4 o'clock. There's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, there's genuinely nothing to talk about. I mean, the market's trading literally like beyond meat slop right now. I mean, it's just horrible.
It's not real.
You're right. It's not real.
It's not real.
Mm. 15-second Bitcoin chart. You know what's always funny to me is like I know that there's somebody out there that between 9 a.m. and noon, New York session, US hours, somebody out there basically lost like 80% of their net worth being offsides before FOMC. If not completely got zeroed out just because of not even knowing it was FOMC and just like, you know.
New York Open right here.
That's pathetic, man.
What's the S&P doing today?
Wait. I have a banner for it.
Stocks are ripping again, bro.
Okay.
Look at IWM screen too. Patriots haven't been in control for a long time.
Why are you, as a man, thinking about markets and women when you could be thinking about horse meat?
Okay, so let's see what the poll officially ended up at here. Okay, 64% of you guys are in favor of horse burger, 36 vegan slop burger. Now, I think the respectful thing to do would be, if you were in that 36%, is to absolutely, I mean, you need to unsubscribe from the channel. You need to never come back. You need to reevaluate every decision in your life until you come to the logical conclusion that horse meat is the premier option.
It's interesting to me how much harder Bitcoin is selling off than ETH, lower time frame.
Yeah.
What's interesting about it, Tommy?
Tommy, are you observing the relative strength of altcoins?
I hate saying that.
Yeah, you can always trust the relative strength. I feel really comforted by that. That's never gone south before, ever.
Never not worked.
That's never not worked, man. Like, it's always just free money. You know, when Bitcoin's selling off and alts are holding strong, it's just free money. So I feel great. I'm super confident. Jackus, can you just tell me I'm going to be okay or something? You know, just whisper it to me. I don't know. Something.
Do you remember what I said before about when we had the discussion about AI taking your jobs and new ones arising with mental psychiatrists? Well, this might be the one.
Oh, no.
People will need to hear things will be okay. Or they will need to hear that the cycle top is in. But in either case, both of these will be needed. They'll be like, please tell me that the cycle top is in.
I would
ASMR.
say that about 60% of the DMs that I get these days are people basically being like, hey, Max, like, really love your analysis. Am I going to be okay? And they word it differently than that, but that's kind of like what they're asking me.
Yeah.
And then the other 40% are like death threats, but you know, something kind of, it's kind of spread out, you know.
Not getting paid.
What's that?
You're already doing the Web3 psychiatrist job. You're just not getting paid.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. See.
Oh, okay. This is an interesting comment because I've been seeing stuff online about this and I can't tell if it's a hoax or not. What's that 3-eye atlas thing? Like that meteor that people are speculating is like, you know, not a meteor.
I think Tucker and I were texting about that yesterday, actually.
Because that would be the biggest event ever, Tommy. You'd see a VIX spike to 200 if that ends up. If the thing, I guess it's like passing by the sun like tomorrow.
Today.
And I guess if it like picks up speed going past our sun, then it's like not a meteor.
Well, it has. I feel like it has to pick up speed because of the slingshot effect, right?
I'm not
Watches
smart
Interstellar.
enough to expand that, but I saw some guy that apparently was. It was like some Japanese physicist talking about it. And he was like, if it picks up speed around the sun, then there's like a process behind it. Like then it's like they're doing that, they're coming to visit us.
It's intentional, yeah.
Right. But I don't, again, this is so far out of my area of expertise. Like I was actually curious. I was about to put out a tweet and be like, can someone that actually understands this, like, tell me if this is real or if this is just one of those internet, like, hoaxes that has gone way too far?
I mean, I think it's a real thing. I just don't know what. I don't
Well,
think
we know
anybody-
it's a real thing, but, like, is it just a rock or is it something else?
I don't know.
Will the aliens buy my shit coins?
I don't think we're gonna have to deal with aliens personally, but I do think it could cause some solar flare-ups, which affects seismic activity.
Which means
We will just see.
Tommy's been-
We'll just see.
Tommy, up or down? Entry, stop loss, TP. Fill out this form. Tommy, please.
Leverage.
I need you to predict the lower time frame movements an asteroid moving around the sun is going to have on my shitcoin.
Tommy, you're the guy. You are the guy at BB that's supposed to be able to tell me that.
That's true.
That's your job. You are the interstellar analyst. That is you.
Change
That's
your
kind of a mean, like, ENS domain, interstellar analyst.eth.
Tommy, just change your title to Interstellar Analyst.
All right, hold on.
I mean, that'd be kind of a that actually
Kind of
goes down, like,
badass.
imagine you ran up like an on-chain wallet to, like, 8 figures, and the ENS domain was interstellaranalyst.eth, and you actually used like astrology, astronomy, whatever.
No, Tommy, change it to CEO of Interstellar Operations.
No.
Interstellar operations at BB.
Yeah.
We could call him the chief interstellar analyst at BB Wealth Management. We like send out a report quarterly talking about like solar flares and stuff, like, and like moon phases.
CIA Tommy.
We just get Tommy, like, just get him drunk on like Denver IPAs and horse burgers and just have him write up a report every month on interstellar activity.
Could be good.
Oh my god, I'm getting a kick out of this episode. I'm not gonna lie.
One of our best, honestly.
You know what this episode is missing though?
Hmm.
The only thing that's keeping it from being, I think, one of the greatest market checks we've ever done.
What?
Soybeans.
Do we need them?
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, let me see.
Wyckoff alien accumulation.
You
You didn't see the very obvious Wyckoff alien accumulation forming on the 5-second time frame. You are not going to make it. You call yourself a trader? Such an obvious Wyckoff alien accumulation. That actually does kind of look like a Wyckoff accumulation there at the bottom.
Soybeans making a push.
You drawing diagonals on the 1 minute chart for alpha. Me studying seismology and interstellar asteroid movement.
How bad do you want it, non?
How bad do you want it?
What if this whole time, like, soybeans have been the most like precious commodity for aliens, and that's why they're coming to visit us, is to like take our soybeans? And this is the generational alien Wyckoff alien accumulation bottom on soybeans. And this, for years, we've been making fun of the soybean chart, using it as like a trope against our community. But really, this whole time, Tommy knew.
Tommy knew it was secret alpha.
Tommy knew. The decade of soybeans. That's right.
Just told this long.
Wait until the aliens hear about 1000x leverage.
Oh my goodness. So what color tie is Powell going to wear today?
Is the purple bullish? Is that correct? I think
Is
What'd you
there
say?
like actual alpha to the color of tie he's wearing still?
I don't know.
Someone needs to plot it. Like someone needs to spend the time and go back and plot the last like 24 FOMCs.
I bet you can bet on it. What color tie he's wearing?
Dude, that'd be a good deal. I would actually be down for that. Give them soybeans, we get horses.
And then we sell them horse burgers.
Tucker's the butcher.
Yeah.
I'm the marketer, head of sales. And then PETA comes after us. And I blame Tommy.
Wow.
For negotiating the deal.
You take that
I don't
deal?
think there'd be anything more bullish for BB than like PETA, like quoting the stream, being like, "These guys are disgusting. How dare they?" Imagine that, man. The business would take off. One PETA attack against BB, and we would make it.
For even the mention of horse burgers, I mean.
Yeah, we would make it, bro. People would be so bullish on BB if we got like attacked by PETA. Because like CT is so like libertarian, conservative, anti-PETA for the most part, just on principle. Someone tag PETA under this stream. Get him watching the stream, please.
I do not know who PETA is, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask.
So PETA, for example, and also point out that I'm wearing a leather jacket because they won't like that.
Yeah.
CEO
Okay.
of Because Bitcoin wearing leather jacket, talking about his new endeavor because horse burgers.
Gotcha.
What
But
does
he would
PETA
like
stand
soybean
for?
chart. He would like. He's the type of person that would like soybean chart, right?
Yes. Does PETA stand for something?
For sure.
Oh my gosh. Look who's in the comments.
Oh.
Look who's back.
You can study.
Who was here for the Big Sal episode?
That was one of the best that we've ever done.
Who was here for when Big Sal came on the show smoking a cig in his apartment and
Unbelievable.
we couldn't even hear what he was saying? Who was here for that?
Somebody's like PETA on soul.
No. No. I bet there is a PETA coin, actually, but that is not what we're talking about.
Does anybody not on the panel know my birthday? Does anybody remember?
Not on the panel?
Not on the panel. I'm curious if anybody out there knows my birthday, because I think we had a stream on my birthday last year. Does anybody remember it?
Maybe give them a hint, like what season it is. Like, is it summer or is it, maybe
Capricorn.
something more snowy?
Capricorn.
Way too specific, Max. That's very specific.
Dude, Jim Jenkins. Oh my, Jim.
Oh.
Jim is the GOAT.
Jim just off the dome, dude.
Dude,
You had it-
Jim, literal legend.
You phrased it as a trick question, Max, because I knew it was in January. I didn't know the exact day. I knew it was in January, but you said it was last year. And I'm sure that threw some people off.
Yes.
Jim
You've aged 10 years since then, Max. That's actually really insulting. I've aged way more than that. Way more.
People engage in technical analysis. That's what PETA is. I like that. Comment of the day.
Dude, if
The Russell
my
one.
shitcoins don't
How do you
pump,
feel about the fact that Russell is about to fly, but then you open up a crypto chart and it is what it is?
if my shitcoins don't pump, I'm so fucked. All you had to do was just buy Mag 7 for the past 2 years. And every single drop of like 5% besides the one in Q1. Literally just buy like 5% out of the money calls for like a month later, and you'd be a gajillionaire by now. That's all you had to do. But instead, we bought shitcoins.
Dude, we had NVIDIA down here.
We
had
said,
it down here.
how about shitcoins? That's what we said.
We how about
We looked
puts
at
and
this.
shit?
We looked at this company. We looked at this chart and said, no, shitcoins for sure.
Shitcoins for sure.
Mhm.
I mean, I just like, dude, and it hit a $5 trillion valuation. 5 trillion. Today it hit 5 trillion.
Are you winning, son?
No, I'm not winning, Dad.
Insane.
All I'm asking for is a generational altcoin run that retires my bloodline. Is that too much to ask for?
The best we can do is arrange.
Peanut brains.
Sorry, we're not living up to your expectations, Big Sal.
When Big Sal attacks me, it feels like my dad attacking me. Like it's like it hits differently, you know, like that disappointment. Like his word is the final word, you know. He's not mad, he's just disappointed in me.
Big Sal says Louis understands the chart. He's the only one who gets it. No, I think that's wrong. I think only Big Sal gets the charts. No one else does. Not even Louis.
The funny thing is, we gave Big Sal the opportunity to explain what he's talking about, and
He didn't do it.
Hey, Big Sal, I have a question for you, and only for you right now. So please answer it in the comments. Big Sal, would you, if you had the choice between two burgers, one is a horse meat patty burger or a Beyond Meat vegan burger, which one would you eat, Big Sal?
Now let's see if Big Sal gets it.
This isn't
Big Sal, I'm going to say that question one more time.
it's
Just
not a
face
trick
me.
question.
If you had two burgers in front of you, Big Sal, one is a 6 to 8 ounce horse meat patty. Think of it as a conventional cheeseburger, but swap the beef for horse meat, or a Beyond Meat vegan burger. Big Sal, which one would you pick and eat?
I
Big
don't
Sal,
think
the
he
audience
understands
is
the
waiting
question.
for your answer. Please oblige.
Big salad. Oh my god.
We are going to eat Shaka.
Big Sal, the audience is on the edge of their seats. Please.
He's at a loss for words, as am I.
taking horse meat and a pack of Newports.
Big Sal, please. This is incredibly important. Big Sal.
We simply can't continue.
When we needed him most, he disappeared.
Guess we'll never know.
I hope that this comment has to do with Big Sal's decision on which burger to eat.
Wait for the Big Sal announcement.
Big Sal announcement.
He's like what is it? The a Groundhog Day. It's literally Groundhog Day. If he chooses horse meat, it's max long.
I need to know whether I should long or short Big Sal. Which burger is it?
Because Sal.
If he chooses the vegan burger, it's short everything. This is more important than Powell's tie.
Man, I cannot lie. I picked the vegan burger over the horse meat.
Spoken like a true Denver resident, Tommy. That's sad.
No, Big Sal. No.
Big Sal, you got cute with it. I just need to know.
You'll be eating filet mignon.
Big Sal, that was not one of the two options.
Cutting my choice.
I cannot believe this is a real show.
That is.
I love it how he always frames his answers to like, you don't understand anything, just look at my charts.
Okay.
I think
Well,
that's a good
That's
place.
it. That's the show.
The show.
Tommy, take us out.
I don't even know how I do an outro for a show like this. Thank you guys for tuning into Market Check. Usually we're a bit more serious and focused on generating alpha for you guys, but given that it's FOMC and nothing ever happens, usually during FOMC, maybe this time is different. I don't want to jinx anything. We figured we would we would oblige, right, and be with the theme for the day. But if you guys did enjoy Market Check on a more serious note, you can catch us again tomorrow and Friday, of course. A reminder that we are live Monday. Sorry, I have something in my throat. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, with a typical start time around 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, if you want to hear us talk seriously about what happens at FOMC and how the market reacts, I imagine tomorrow will be a great show to tune in for that. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I am a sleeping Pokemon technically, or at least I LARP as one. On a like a less serious note, like the sun is coming up so much later now that it has completely thrown my mental clock for a loop. Like I wake up and it's still dark out and I'm expecting to have another 2 hours of sleep and like my alarm's about to go off. I don't know if you guys can relate, but I hate it. I hate it. Okay, back on topic. Also, make sure to tune in for Market Talk hosted by the legendary King Wabi. That is an X Spaces hosted through the Because Bitcoin account as well as Wabi's account. So make sure to stay following and subscribe so you can be notified, not just when we schedule those spaces ahead of time, but of course also when we go live. Additionally, guys, if you're looking for tools to be able to conquer markets, whether that is on-chain markets, whether that is futures trading, we do have the tools for you to be able to do that. Brought to you by BB, of course. If you're looking for signals to be able to trade some of your favorite tickers, right? Pepe, Solana, Dogecoin, based on hourly momentum, and of course Max's Volume Fusion Pro indicators. Check out our Volume Fusion Pro Discord. All you have to do is sign up for Blowfin using our referral link, and you'll be given access to these signals in real time. Of course, if you're looking for an edge in on-chain markets, right? Whether that is BSC, whether that is ETH, whether that is Sol, whether that is Base, or whether that is SUI NFTs, check out the BB terminal, guys. Yeah, that's it from us, guys. We are going to conclude what was a very interesting show. Y'all have a great rest of your day. We'll hear from Powell here in about an hour and a half. But until then, thanks again. And of course, stay safe.
Tired of outdated trading tools, confused charts, dozens of tabs, endless stress? You're not alone. Introducing BB Terminal, your all-in-one command center for crypto trading. Track your portfolio, monitor the markets, stay ahead, all in one place. From chaos to clarity, from struggle to success. BB Terminal.